guys, thanks for coming today.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
What can you tell us about your market shares?
My company is Philip Morris International and my market share is very large. It sells cigarettes like Marlboro, Parliament and LM, which are recognized all over the world as one of the premium type of cigarettes. It has stores in over 180 countries in the world and its market share is over 20%.
My company is called Berisha American Tobacco. Its headquarters are in London, UK. However, it has over 180 destinations where it sells its products. Its most popular products are Dunhill and Kent. However, Lucky Strike is also a popular brand in the States. Its market share represents 12% and that's the highest it's been for its 100-year history.
Okay, how much do you give back to your shareholders then?
Philip Morris's strategy has always been to give a lot back to our shareholders. Like a lot, I mean a lot. When the company was acquired in 2008, it gave only $1.8 per share and now, 8 years later, we give $4.1 per share.
The most impressive aspect of my company related to its shareholders is its EPS. It's the highest in the industry and more importantly, its dividends are no less. For the last year they paid $3.04 and their dividend yield has an impressive figure for the industry, 6.16%.
How sustainable these dividends are?
You mean if they're sustainable or not?
Yes.
Well, just like Margaret Thatcher said, no. They're not sustainable for one simple reason. They pay too much dividends. Last year alone they paid $6.2 billion in dividends out of $7.2 billion net income. And actually their net income has been decreasing steadily and gradually over the years, but their dividends have been increasing. So if they don't find a way to balance this mismatch, they'll be running into some serious trouble in the near future.
In my view, British American Tobacco can offer consistent, stable dividend payments because they have always been related to their net income. So whenever their net income rose, which has been the case for the last 10 years, their dividends also did, with the same proportion. So I do not see any reason to fear your dividends not being paid out by the company.
What are your profit margins and how do you evaluate your performance based on ratio analysis?
Philip Morris's profit margins are stable despite the recent slump in revenues and net income. Gross profit margins stay at 20% and net profit margin is around 10%, which is good and it is stable. However, this is kind of misrepresentative because this doesn't show that revenues have been decreasing and net income as a result have decreased. In terms of liquidity, my company has negative equity because it started a massive share repurchase program in 2010 and it repurchased a total of $30 billion worth of shares. So its equity is negative, but a more, let's say, realistic view on the company's solvency is the earnings before interest and taxes to interest ratio, which is over 10, which is a good sign.
Well, revenue for the company has been steadily dropping the last 3 years. The figures for the gross margin and the operating margin have shown a different picture. So while the revenue has been decreasing, the expenses have been as well, and the net profits for those 3 years have risen. Moreover, they also have some issues with their debt equity and quick ratios. The main issue with the quick ratio is that it is below the industry standard, which is 1, and it is 0.61. As for the debt to equity ratio, it has risen to 3.03 in the last year, and that is untypically high for any company in this industry.
What risks are you facing?
Risk? Really?
Hey, can I buy a cigarette for one left?
You wanna buy a cigarette?
Yeah, for one left.
You should go to Lev now. The prices went up again.
What? For two lefts?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm gonna quit smoking for sure.
Okay.
Our main risk, high taxes. High taxes imposed by the government, they've been increasing over the years and now stand at over 60% of our total revenues. Other things negatively affecting our trade is illicit trade and many public campaigns against smoking.
Besides tobacco, besides debt and taxes, the biggest problem for tobacco executives is environmentalists and rivalry in developing markets. Environmental activism presents problems for not just the profits of the industry, but also for its image. Furthermore, rivalry in developing markets such as China is very intense because they offer unique opportunities for those businesses, such as war regulation. One of the solutions to those problems is attacking those developing markets aggressively and more aggressively than their competitors. Entering there first would mean that they would prevent others from establishing a reputation and a brand that later could be used against them.
Thank you very much.
Okay, everybody. Volkswagen Group right here. Okay, Volkswagen Group since 2006 has been one of the best companies in the industry with an impressive growth rate that brought us, like 2014 we were the second in the world compared by the volume of sales. Yeah, we were like 10,654 cars worldwide. Yeah. Second only to Toyota Group, which is pretty much all the market share in China. Anyways, well, our strategies have been always trying to develop our cars, trying to develop the industry, trying to develop the technology. We have invested heavily on it, which pretty much says about our long-term debts. However, we are also trying to employ the best of the best that we could hire. Yeah, and about Volkswagen Group more, yes?
Who is this?
Volkswagen Group.
Volkswagen Group?
Yes?
You know what you did?
What?
You get fined. You get a fine from
Fine?
the US government for being a corporate lying son of a bitch.
Ouch, 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 ouch. Fines. Alright, we can manage with that. We have been having good resources. What can we do? What can we do? I mean, just because of this, our decrease on sales have been like 15% for the last fourth quarter and 108% decrease on operating margins and 109% decrease on return on capital. But we can manage through it because we have invested we have some new technologies for our backup. However, we need to get money, we don't have more money, so long-term debt, short-term debt, which one is it gonna be? Well, long-term debt, we cannot actually get more from the banks, but short-term debt, yeah, that's what's actually increasing our debt to equity by 11%. And furthermore, our customers, how are we gonna deal with our customers? Well, with lowering our prices. And
hey, you motherfucker, I haven't gotten my kids anywhere. Look at their picture. I haven't driven them to school in 2 days.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm gonna
Replace
fix
my
it
car.
without
Replace my car.
any other costs. Okay. Fuck. Cost of goods sold increasing. Oh my god. Anyways, I have to do something about it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell them. Don't worry about it. You can pay me whenever you want. And about my suppliers, I'm gonna give them money as fast as I can. Less money, yes. More debts, more short-term debts.
And do you know what? You're not second anymore. Leave this place. And I'm from General Motors. I'm gonna talk about them. General Motors is now the second company again. After we had some hard time in 2009 when we almost bankrupt, we are now back on our feet and with full strength we changed our strategy. We are aiming at new technologies that we are implementing in our cars that are eco-friendly, and so we are having a high increase in profit margins and operating margins, which is good. We show that we operate our company very good. After that, well, yeah, we have some liabilities left to pay. We have around 63.11 billion liabilities to pay yet, but our debt to equity ratio is kind of normal for the industry, but we are not really liquid. But never mind, because 77% of our company is owned by institutional investors that are currently investing, and since we are changing our strategy, we expect to have even higher profits, lower cost of sales, and we are expecting to continue our growth and to drive along the successful path that we choose this time without any turns from it.
Part of the movie where you expect us to perform a deep analysis due to industries. But we're not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to give you a top intermediate accounting top tip. If you want, you can buy this, or this, or this, any of them, and die younger, and save yourself some cash, and buy a brand new Volkswagen. What's funny?
Fix our. Come on, guys, you should have changed that.
Is larger than his market share. No, I can't. Just show the board.
Going to pick with you, cause you're lazy like a bird. You pull all the stuff